Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angel Lydia. If you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So in today's video, my topic is become a man magnet. I love these tips, so let's get straight into it. My first point is men are looking for a fantasy. You know that fantasy woman, like the woman in the movie, the woman that is just mysterious, the woman that is just, she's just so beautiful and she knows that she's beautiful and she just oozes magnetism. That's what men are looking for. For example, when a man sees you on a first date, right? Let me try to explain to you like how men's head kind of work. When a man sees you on a first date or he sees you and you're always put together, he's not thinking that maybe sometimes you're going to bed, you look crazy. Like, he thinks you are actually perfect. Like, for him, he has this whole idea of how women should look, and we should always look presentable and we always should look a certain type of way. And men want that from their woman. They want to see that femininity. They want to see that high feminine energy, a woman that is just gorgeous and she's just perfect, always looks really good. They want that fantasy. They want that woman that looks beautiful even when she's just waking up. So we're going to give him the fantasy. If you want to become a man magnet, you're going to become the fantasy. You're going to become the woman that he's always wanted, but for some reason never saw. And she's just never crossed his path. You're going to become that if you want to become a man magnet. Point number 2. No man is an island. That means to say that men are not okay with being alone. Men want partnership. As much as we like to make it look like, oh, men like to be alone. No, they don't. Men do not want to be alone. I feel like women have more power when they understand that men want partnership as well. If you find a man that is not ready to settle down, he's not ready to have a wife, he's not ready to do all of those things, more than likely that man is not in a good financial state or even mental state. When men are not in a good state, they don't want to bring a woman into that. They want to be the alpha. They want to be able to take care of you. They don't want to be able to do all those things, especially if you are his dream woman. He's not if he knows he's not able to do what he needs to do right now, he's going to build himself up first because he already knows that he's not going to be able to keep you. Men know. Okay, so if you see that you're such a beautiful woman and you're wondering why your boyfriend won't take it to the other level, because he knows that he doesn't deserve you. Deep down, he knows, and he hates himself for not being able to be that man for you. Okay, so that's why sometimes men have a hatred inside for the woman he's with because he wishes he could do more, but he's not able to. And you're doing yourself a huge disservice by being with a man that's not able to do certain things for you, because he's not going to be able to love you how he would if he was able to take care of you. If this is making sense, hopefully this is making sense to somebody. Men want companionship. That means that you have all the power. Stop thinking that you're the only one that wants companionship. That's even just changing your mindset to thinking that men want companionship as well is giving you power. Like, it's giving you back the power as a woman to know that, yeah, men want to settle down as well. But you need to find the right man. Find the man that is able to even settle down, able to even be financially ready to go to the next step. If you're with a man that is not, for example, just came out of college like 2 years ago, then I hate to tell you, but it's not you, it's him. It's not you, it's him. Like, for example, if you met like a resident doctor, of course in the future he's going to be a doctor, he's going to make certain amount of money, but right now he just got into his field. He's not able to do certain things. And that doesn't mean you're not beautiful. That doesn't mean that you're not his dream girl. He's just not able to give you the life that you want or that he would be proud of himself for right now. So you're going to be getting second best. And honestly, the best thing to do in that situation is break up and let him go figure it out. And then when he's done and he's at the point that he wants to be, then you can maybe invite him in. But who's to say you won't find someone else that's already at that point? So it's more of prioritizing yourself, okay? and understand your target and understand this thing called life, because sometimes things are not personal, it's just they're not able to do certain things. So don't blame the man when he is physically not able to do certain things. And I want to say one thing too, because I used to do this when I was younger, and I had a boyfriend and he had one job, and I wanted certain things, and I'm like, well, you should get another job. But you know where I messed up at is me telling him what he should do. Okay? Never try to tell a man what to do in order for him to be able to be the man for you. Because guess what? He needs to make the decision for himself. He needs to make the decision for himself. He needs to figure out what he needs to do if he wants to keep you in his life. You make your decisions, making, like, for example, if you make it clear, if you're not able to do certain things for me, I'm going to leave. You don't then go and say, well, this is how you can be able to do those things so I don't leave. No, he needs to figure that part out. Just know that I will leave, and be willing to walk away from a man's life. Don't tell a man how to treat you. Don't help him to find a job to treat you better. Don't help him. No, he needs to figure that part out. All you need to do is to show your cards, show him what you want, and let him make the decision. Point number 3, and this is my favorite point. For all the women that keep asking how to ask men for money, this is your point, okay? It is that men want to be useful. I grew up in a society where I thought that asking people for things is embarrassing. But I don't know how I got that trickled down, because my mom was never someone that is scared to ask her husband or her partner for something, even in front of me. Like, it was never something where I felt like my mom felt weird to ask her husband. No, it was never like that. So what I would like to say is that even if it makes you look like you're a pauper, you're poor, I don't care what it makes you. Men want to be useful to you. Okay, so if you need help with anything, let them know. That's why I don't understand how women can be like, how to ask man for money, just by asking, by opening your mouth and saying that you need something. That's all. That's how you do it. There's no art into, like, I don't care what people say. Oh yeah, you need to ask like this, you need to ask like that. Let me tell you something. A man that wants to give you will give you either way. And a man that does not want to give you, no matter what you do, you're not gonna get nothing. Nothing. Okay? The focus is not to learn an art of how to get men to give you money. You know what the focus should be? Find the man that wants to give you money. Because you know what? I could tell you every single thing and every way to get a man to give you the money that you want, or like schemes and stuff like that. But guess what? Wouldn't it be so much easier to find a man that likes you that much, that he just wants to give to you? So you don't have to try to, like, I don't know, like, be a mastermind and figure out how to get money from a man. And you know what? When a man doesn't want to give you money and you force him in some type of scheme or something like that, he feels like you owe him something, because he didn't give it willingly. Like, even if he gave it willingly, he didn't give it from the, like, just because he wanted to. Like, it was because of your schemes and manipulation tactics. The best advice I can give you is find a man that really likes you and wants to be with you, wants to help you, wants to make sure that you're okay. Like, it's so easy. Like, oh my God, like, when I look back at how when I was younger, I was like, oh, can I have this? And then you're like, what do you want it for? No. Now in my relationship, I literally, all I say is just, I want to get something, or can I get some money, or I want to, like, that's it. So I don't even have to ask sometimes, because he just knows that he's supposed to take care of me. And I feel like a lot of people, or a lot of women, are trying to tell you, oh, this is a way how to do this. This is how you do it. You can't get money from a man unless you do this. But really, the main focus is to find a man that wants to give you. That's the main focus. Like, stop trying to watch and figure out tactics of manipulations. What you need to focus on is find a man that really likes you. And you know when someone really likes you. Okay? And then when they really like you, you're like, oh, can I get, even if it's true, I don't care. People be like, oh, don't ask for money for hair. Don't ask for whatever you want. If you feel like you don't have money to do something, ask them. Men want to be useful. Men don't want to be with a woman that doesn't need him for anything. Men are originally hunter-gatherers. They are meant to be useful. Please use men, not in a like a bad way, but they want to be useful to you. Men want to be able to fix the lights. They want to be able to fix something when it's broken, help you reach the can if it's too far up. Men want to be useful in every single way, especially for a woman that he really likes. A man does not, if a man is okay with you struggling and he's with you, that man does not like you. Okay? Sometimes you don't even have to ask. If you just make it known, babe, I am having such a hard time. I literally need money to pay this. Before you even say, can you help me? He should be like, well, how much do you need? Well, maybe we can figure this out. Even if it's not a man that's super rich, he don't have to be super rich to help you. Okay, babe, well, let's figure this out. Maybe I can't do it right now, but I get paid in 3 days. I can do this. Oh, babe, let me do this. That's a man that wants you. That's a man that wants to be with you. Why would you go try to find a man that is like being stingy and tight when you could just find a man that would give you freely? Rich or not rich, because let me tell you, I've said this like 1,000 times on my channel. There are rich men that are not generous, okay? There are men that are working 9 to 5s that will work and put in extra shifts just to give you money. You need to find your target. Find the man that is willing to do those things for you. Okay? I don't care if you feel like you're not pretty enough, you're not skinny enough, you're not fashionable enough. No matter how you are. Listen, no matter what you look like, there's somebody out there for you. There's someone out there for you. Okay, I'm not for everybody. Some men might look at me and be like, nope, no, thank you. And that is okay because I'm not for them. But I am gladly with the person that is for me and thinks that I'm for them. The person that thinks I am just stunning and gorgeous and will do anything to keep me. The person that when I get mad, he is like, his whole world is like messed up because he's like, oh my God, she's mad. What is she gonna do? I don't want her to be angry. He's trying to make sure I'm happy, I'm smiling. That's the man for you. That's the man that will jump through hoops for you. I mean, like emotionally stable. Not a man that's like doing too much, but a man that is healthily wanting to be with you and wanting a relationship with you. That is the trick in becoming a man magnet. Okay, you need to be able to see like you need to be so observant. See how the man treats you, see how he acts around you, if he tries to pull out your chair, if he's paying more attention to you than he is himself. Okay, that's how you become a man magnet. When you're a man magnet, that doesn't mean you're a magnet to every single man, but the man that finds you beautiful, yes, you're gonna be a magnet to him. You're gonna get everything that you want. Okay, just be able to see, like for example, if you go into a crowd of people, you're hanging out and stuff like that, instead of trying to learn dark manipulative tactics, in that room, scope it out, see who's looking at you, who's checking for you, who's like looking like they want to have a reason to talk to you, and find some reason maybe you accidentally bump into them and then apologize and something, and just watch how it flows. Okay, you need to understand that you're not for everybody. I am not for everybody, but there's someone out there that would be like, you would be the world to them. Okay, and you will get every single thing that you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I could get this. You're gonna get it from them. That's the easiest way I could help you. The best way, I swear to you, like this is the best advice anybody can give you, because I feel like sometimes people just give you advice just because they want to talk or they hear something from someone. I feel like no one has said this, and I'm so happy for the women that are seeing this video right now. Point number 4 into becoming a man magnet is to dress for the male gaze. Okay, when I say dress for the male gaze, that means you're more so trying to entice men, okay? We definitely know, if we don't know what it means to dress for the male gaze, I'm going to tell you right now. Men like feminine stuff. I mean, like, not girly, feminine. Like things that make you look like a woman. Like, for example, a pencil skirt. Or even if you're wearing pants, you need something to accept, like something that, like a V cut, not showing too much. You never want to show too much if you're trying to magnetize men, okay? Men like a challenge. They want something. You need to dangle something in front of them, but not completely where it's like so revealed. It's like they have to do some work to get that little treasure, okay? So you want to, for example, if you have pretty eyes, you want to accentuate your eyes. Make sure that they just look enticing. If you're gonna like put a little bit of darkness around your eyes, for example, I have very almond eyes. I have almond eyes. If you realize, like, this like pointy right here. So I always have like I always have like a little bit of shadow on my eye. Maybe not too much because I want it to look effortless, but I want it to look kind of natural. And you see, I have naturally high cheekbones, so you know I'm gonna put blush there. I'm not gonna wear something that's super revealing. Well, honestly, today was cold, so I have a turtleneck on, but I would sometimes wear a V cut, or if I'm wearing a dress, it's like tight in certain areas, not too much. I don't want to show too much. I don't want it to look like I'm trying. I want it to look like I'm just effortlessly a sexy woman. I want it to look like you have to put in work to see what's underneath. You know what I mean? That's what it means to dress for the male gaze. I don't mean to dress in these big poofy pink skirts and big this. No, that's definitely for the women. It is. Okay, we want to look feminine, but like ladylike. Ladylike feminine is exactly what men are looking for. You don't want to show too much and you don't want to show too little. Like, you don't want to be completely covered, not accentuating what you have. I have this one rule that helps me in dressing. Okay, when I'm putting my outfits together, if I'm gonna wear a loose top, the bottom has to be kind of like tight. And if I'm gonna wear like a shirt revealing a lot of boobage, I'm not wearing a short skirt. I'm wearing like pants, even if it's like a little bit like big on me, like oversized. I don't want it to look like I'm trying to be too sexy. You understand where I'm going? You want it to look like you're sexy, but you're also a challenge. Point number 5 is to be confident and never look validation from men. Okay? Because you are a magnet to men and you are becoming this fantasy, men need to feel like you are confident. They need to feel like you know you are beautiful. They need to feel like you know you are worth something. You know you're a prize. You know you are the prize. Okay? It should be no confusion that you're the prize. There's no confusion. Okay? And if there's confusion, that's the wrong man. Let me just start there. If there's confusion on who is the prize, that is the wrong man for you. Okay? So you're never going to make it look like you want him to compliment you. You need him to say nice things. You need him to do anything. You don't need him to compliment you because you already know that you're beautiful. It's nice when he does it, but you know. You don't need him in any way, as if like if he is gone, you're going to be at a loss. Okay? Men need to feel needed, but not as if your life relies on them. You know what I mean? Like, when you make a man feel like if he leaves your life, everything's gonna fall apart. It's not attractive anymore. It's like, oh, I have you. He can never completely have you, okay? Mentally. He can never feel like if he leaves you, you're gonna die. So you have to know that as well, okay? Know that you don't need him for validation and you don't need him to live. He needs to know that you know that you're gonna find a way, okay? So whenever, if there's ever a moment where you're like, oh, I need this, and he's like, I cannot. I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out. I'll try to figure it out. It's okay. I'll try to figure out. Something will come up. I'm pretty sure that something will work out. It will happen for me. I will figure it out. You want him to know that you're willing to have him do things for you, but not that you need it to the point where you have no other option. Like you're gonna die if he doesn't do things for you. But you need him to know that you're allowing him to lead you. Okay, you're allowing him to take care of you. You're allowing him to be that man in your life. It's you that is allowing him. I hope this makes sense. As a man magnet, you need to make the man know that it's like he doesn't have all the power. It's like on the outside, he has the power, but really, you're allowing him to have the power. Men need to know that. The best way I can explain that is, for example, when I'm in a relationship now, when I'm with my partner, and say I get angry at him, the ways how I would, for example, if I normally answer to everything he says and like, yes, babe, when I'm angry at him and he's talking to me, I completely ignore him. Like, no matter what. Like, I'm normally so respectful to him. Like, I treat him so good because he treats me really good. But at the times where I'm angry, I completely ignore him as if he doesn't exist. Like, I'll open the jar myself. I would do, so he knows I'm allowing you to lead me. I love you so much that I'm allowing you to be the man in my life. I'm allowing you to be able to take care of me. I am allowing you to do all of that. And I can take it away if you take it for granted. If you take me giving you myself and allowing you to lead me for granted, I will take it away. Maybe someone else can be a leader. And that is how you be a man magnet. You have to know your power. Know your power. It doesn't matter about how you look. It matters about how you think of yourself. And how you carry yourself matters a lot. Point number 6 is you have to come across as if you know your power and worth. And I'm sure I said this again, but I want to emphasize it. You have to come across to the man as if you know your worth. That's why if you ever heard people say, never tell a man that you accepted really bad treatment from someone else, because then they're like, oh, she thinks she doesn't know her worth. She doesn't know this. Maybe I can get away with it. Maybe I can get away with treating her badly. So you want a man to think that you know your worth. You want him to think that you know the power that you have in a relationship. Okay, even if you don't really feel that you have the power, you want him to feel like you know you have the power. No matter how rich he is, you have to make him feel like you will walk away if he doesn't treat you right. Okay? If he's acting funny, you will drop everything and leave. And I'm going to say this again. I said it in a previous video. If you are with a man that has money, make sure you're saving so that if push come to shove and something happens, you can, I will leave. Goodbye. I don't care. I will leave. I will be okay. Okay? It's impossible for me to tell you to leave if you're not able to. So you need to make it that you're able to. Because there are situations might come up where you're like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not. And even if it's just for pretend, like you're just doing it because you want him to chase after you, in his head, he's like, oh my God. Like, I give her all this. I give her all this and I do all this for her. And she's just willing to leave just like that if I'm not treating her right. Yes, I will leave just like that if you're not treating me right. And that is just so magnetizing for men. They're like, oh my God, she will like drop me if I ever, like, I'm not acting right. And that keeps him on his toes to know that she knows her worth. She knows that she can find someone else. She knows I'm replaceable. So I'm going to do my best to keep her in my life. I want you guys to know your power. Even if you didn't know your power when you started watching this video, by the end, by now, you should know your power. You should know what you should accept from men. And I'm probably going to make a part 2 to this video, but take these tips and become a man magnet. I send you out in the world, and I hope this video can help you to find your perfect match. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Angel Lydia, and I will see you in my next video.